My name is Pat Keeling and I'm Director of Strategic Change at Surrey and Borders Partnership NHS Foundation Trust. I have a clinical background. I started off in the NHS as a physiotherapist, but actually I've been looking at programme management and using infrastructure. So I have a master's in the built environment. I have many years' experience in terms of leading enabling IT programmes. The Top Leaders programme I think has been helpful in terms of the range of feedback. I mean, I've done 360 feedback before. I did that as part of the general management training programme when I moved from a clinical role into a general management role. So there's been the 360 at a different level, if you like, in terms of the board 360. But I think probably what's been even more valuable than that, which has been the various different styles, understanding how those styles impact, understanding where those styles come from, and also the opportunity to be part of the programme where I work in an impact group with a very diverse range of other senior managers, having conversations that it wouldn't easily be possible to have in my current role. It took each of us in different ways, depending on our styles, out of our comfort zone. So it presented areas where we were very comfortable in terms of operating, and it presented opportunities for us to feel a bit uncomfortable. People reacted quite differently, actually quite strongly to some of those experiences. But actually reflecting on that, why did we react strongly to that? What was it about that challenged us? And sometimes if we react strongly to something, it wasn't that that thing was wrong, it was actually that it told us something about ourselves. There's been a range of outcomes. I think there's been an outcome in terms of understanding the perspectives of individuals who are going through a number of changes as a result of the changes in the NHS at the moment, and understanding how that feels for commissioners, how it feels for people who've worked in strategic health authorities, etc. So I think a mutual understanding and empathy in terms of that, which helps when one goes back to one's organisation and works in a slightly different contractual arrangement within the NHS. And then there's also the specific piece of work that we've been undertaking, which is a project called Millie. The project Millie came about because a number of us were talking after the initial core programme. At the end of the core programme, we were discussing how we might like to work as an impact group and also a piece of work we might like to focus on. And we identified that we would like to work collectively, and it was in all of our interests to do a piece of work looking at patient experience. So what we've done is we have looked at patient experience in terms of the perspectives of all our various different parts of the NHS which we represent. And I think we're very fortunate that the impact group has been put together in such a way that we have a mental health trust, community services, a PCT, someone from the SHA, someone at the Department of Health, etc. It's a range of different perspectives and different organisations. We've looked at patient experience and we've come up with a model which we've discussed with David Florey that we're hoping to take forward. And that's about a reward programme which is judged by patients. One aspect of the programme I haven't taken advantage of yet is the coaching programme, and that's something that I'm looking to embark on in the next 6 months. So I think that's one of the good things about the programme, that you don't have to do everything at once. You can actually participate and use parts of the programme as you go along. I think it's been a positive experience. I think it's great that the NHS is looking at its leadership, community and investing, so I feel valued because of that. I think that's important when you're trying to do some difficult work. I think as Top Leader programme, when we were told that there were quite a lot of us who were pace setters, because necessarily we all need to get things done in difficult circumstances. So that was a bit tough to start off with, but I think sometimes insights are a little bit tough, but that doesn't mean that doesn't actually help you. I mean, sometimes you learn the most from slightly tough situations.